What's up, guys? I am Tara with Tara Simon Studios, and today I'm going to be reacting to the one, the only, and I really, really do mean only, Dimash, and he's going to be singing Ogni Pietra. Here we go. You guys really requested this a lot, so I'm expecting nothing but amazingness, which I'm sure is going to happen. Look at his mouth. I mean, every single vowel is just like perfectly capitalized on with that space. He sounds like a lion. You can see all the way back to the back of his throat. It's perfect. So intense. I want to point out one thing. So, you guys probably don't realize this, but he's had two problems so far, not with his voice, but he has touched his in-ears and he's moved his mic down just a little bit. But I want to point out something. They aren't problems as far as what you're seeing is concerned. It might be something that he's feeling, but what he does to fix it or to test it is so genius. He uses the song and the intensity of the song, and he does not get out of that moment. It's almost as if it's part of the movement intentionally. It's not like, oh snap, my chin's too high, my mic's too high, let me move it down. He does not leave character one split second. He's 100% committed to the emotional content that he's singing, and he is still aware of what's going on sonically. You know, technically there's all sorts of things going on that we as listeners are not aware of, but maybe there was some static in his in-ears, or maybe the mix wasn't great, and definitely the mic was too high, right? He didn't probably place his own mic, but he fixes it, or maybe they popped out a little bit too much and he lost the suction, so he pressed them back in. But it wasn't like, hold on one second, okay, now I'm back. No, like he never left, and that is so key. That is the true mark of a perfect performer right there, someone who is not going to be deterred by anything. I always tell my students, listen, I don't care if the building's burning down, sing while running, okay? Like, don't get out of the context of the moment. It's so important. I'll get off my soapbox now. Let's keep going. His jaw, though. See? That is some good technique right there. That's such great substance there. Okay, so here's what he did. The note right below the one we just ended on, the ba ba ba, he went to those two notes, right? But the first one, that was full chest, okay? That was full chest. It was completely dropped. You could feel, I could almost see in my mind's eye his abs going like that, in and up undergirdedness, right? And then we're gonna play it again so that you can hear this, by the way, but when he went up to the da, that note, he went like this. You can see it as he drops. He still drops, but he goes, and what that did is it forced the placement into a perfect chest mix, okay? If he were gonna stretch that up further into a full chest, it would have had to be way wider, way more forward, and it probably would have sounded more like a yell. But in the context of the song, it's very classical in feel. The vowels are very long. There's not a whole lot of width going on at all. And so it's appropriate, perfectly appropriate for him to go up into a chest mix there. It's not for lack of range. Trust me, we know his range is like, well, it's endless and retarded, and it makes me want to puke, actually. So let's go back and listen to those two those two parts so that you can hear what I just broke down for you. Up. went too far. Too close. Here we go. That one. Did you even see how he does this? He's essentially conducting the placement of his voice. And now, head voice. This is a break for him. This is a vocal rest for him right now. I just want you to know that. Doesn't take anything away from the amazingness of it, but it's just smart singing. And you can see it in his face. It's like, ah. Body to sing. It's a full body sport, guys. For you guys who read my 8-week course, you hear me talking about this. Yes. Gorgeous. Look at that mouth. Yes. I knew it! I knew it! Oh, come on! I hate you so much, and I love you even more. Look at him. What's going on? Suspense. Oh, you're a boy again. Good. It's nice. Good range, Dimash. Good range. So intense. I feel like I'm gonna get a nap after reacting to this. Stressful. Notice how still his shoulders are too, by the way. He does not heave up like this to breathe. It comes right where it should, in the middle of the abs. Yes. That mouth though. Goodness. Look at you. Just look at you. All hail, all hail. So, okay, this is kind of crazy. You guys know, okay, I've reacted to him before. You know that the most that any vocal coach really can do, if they're being honest and not like elitist about their position as a vocal coach, is just give a breakdown of what he does and just say, hey, this is genius. It's freakish in nature. He's kind of not human. He's superhuman. And the range on this dude and the vocal control on this guy is just, it's above, it's beyond, it's just kind of inexplicable, to be honest with you. It's a gift from God, okay? There are voices that can be grown, and there are voices that are just simply gifted and then still grown, right? But I don't want you guys thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm not born singing like Dimash, I can't sing. That's actually a lie. There are a lot of people that come to TSS who maybe have even pitch issues, and then they end up singing on stage. They end up doing musicals, they end up singing in choir or church or wherever, and they're singing with vibrato, they're singing with power, control, on pitch. It can be taught, but there's also this too, okay? I don't want you to think it's one or the other. A lot of people do think that, and that is a big, big misconception in the vocal community. I think also a lot of coaches, and this isn't to speak bad about any other coach because I'm not naming any in particular, but I think a lot of coaches in general, because there's no gold standard for coaching, they don't understand how to grow a voice really. Like they're relying on the people that come to them talented already, instead of just really honing their craft as a coach and knowing how to pull and draw the good stuff from someone who has maybe a few tools and not many tools. That doesn't necessarily make their job easier with someone with just a few tools, but it doesn't make it impossible. In fact, it is probable, not just possible, okay? So I want you guys to know that yes, you're listening to greatness here, and I promise you that Dimash came out of the womb with a gifting, okay? That gifting was also trained. He also works hard. He has a coach, right? He trains a lot, okay? This is not something that he takes lightly and that he doesn't practice, but it's also not something that if you can't sing, that you can't learn to do. You're not gonna sing like 6 octave like Dimash, okay? But you can learn to sing very well, okay? And I would love to help you with that. He is amazing. Thank you so much for, this was a highly requested video, by the way, and it was a pleasure for me to always listen to Dimash. Always. I will always react and listen to Dimash. I'll say it again. I'll always react and listen to Dimash because he's freaking amazing and I love him so much. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for asking me to react to this. And if you are looking for help on your vocal journey, there's quite a few things that I have to support you. You can look at all of them in the description box below. There is an 8-week vocal course called Sing Smarter Not Harder. It is blowing the roof off of these misconceptions, taking people with no confidence in their voice and placing them with complete confidence in their voice by the time the 8 weeks is up. And our singers that are graduating from the course are doing recordings, they're singing on stage, they're getting lead roles, they're getting parts, they're doing worship music. It's so cool to see. And some of them don't even have goals to even sing in front of anyone. They just want to do it for themselves because someone told them once that they couldn't, and they want to prove that person wrong just for themselves. And I think that's amazing. So we are reshaping the way people think about themselves and their voices in Sing Smarter Not Harder. Definitely want you to be a part of that. There's also an Insta reaction offering, and that's really cool. It's something that no one else is doing. And if you want me personally or one of my hand-trained coaches to react to you just like I reacted to Dimash, that's a thing. You can do that. Click on that link below and figure that out for yourself. There's also private lessons and all sorts of other things in the link below, in the links below too. So just check out the description box. And of course, as always, guys, I will see you on the next one, and make sure to subscribe and hit the notifications button because I forgot to say that too. All right, peace out. Bye.